Hey guys, Otto5 here with episode number 29 of the Fulham career mode on FIFA 22. This is season number 3. And we have the message from the chairman once again. He says, what a season last year. We're back in the Europa League and it's time to build the squad. So as a result, we have granted you £80 million to spend on getting our squad to a European level and to continue our rise. So obviously last season was our first season back in the Premier League after getting promoted. We got right into the Europa League in 5th position, and we now need to build the suitable squad. Now, the first position was goalkeeper. I think Rodak was good, but I do think we could improve upon him. Now, Albon Lafont only had 12 months left on his current deal at Nantes, so we went straight in for him, and an offer of exactly his current value was enough to lure him away from France. He's still only 24 years old. Seems like he's been around for a very, very, very long time. One of those keepers he signed back in like FIFA 16 when he must have been 18, and I think he was at Fiorentina or something like that. But he was a golden gem. Obviously, kind of reached the potential. Obviously, I think back then it was in the 90s, but an 83, not too bad, and long may it continue. Obviously, still very young for a keeper. We're going to give him 4 years, a crucial role in the first team. He will be our new first team goalkeeper. And we're going to increase his wages by about 38,000 up to 50k per week. Straight into the first team. He's 3 overalls higher than Rodak. And I think a pretty decent signing overall. Sorry, no, he's 4 signing overall than Rodak. Yeah, I think a good signing. Rodak was decent last season. Was 2nd place in the clean sheet list. But yeah, there was a couple of opportunities. He could have actually won that Golden Glove, but he did let in some very silly goals. Now, big offer here from RB Leipzig. They want to take Harry Wilson off our hands. Now, I said last season I didn't mind letting him go. He's 26 years old, 83 overall. I don't see him getting much higher than that. And 50 million for that, I think, is a really, really good deal. We can take that money, invest it somewhere else, even buy a new central attacking midfielder, or we could allow Carvalho and Roberts to grow in that cam position. But with that money, we've gone back up to 94 million. And there was a player, he almost scored against us on the final day last season. It was deemed offside. And Leeds, they finished near the bottom of the table. So I thought, why don't we pick him up? He's too good to be playing for them. He's only just joined them. But the season after, we offer him a bit of money. And I think a good deal overall, considering the fact that he'd only just joined them. They probably signed him for less. But he's 28 years old. He's captain material. He's not going to captain us. Webber's still going to be our captain, but he's got that leadership qualities. He's 82 overall, 28 years old. The experience is there. He actually took a wage decrease to come to us, which is a bit weird. But, we'll take it. We'll take it. He wants less money. We'll take that, absolutely. From 92,000 down to 72,000. Maybe he just wanted to leave Leeds and come join us because we were playing in Europe. But he slots right into that midfield. He will now partner Reed in them 2 kind of more defensive midfield positions. And another player with only 1 year left on his contract was James Maddison at Leicester. So what we did here, we're going to try and sweeten the deal slightly, offering them Tom Kearney, a cam, try and replace him, plus a little bit less than his current value at 35 million. So overall it would have been 40 million. They just wanted straight up cash, and they even accepted a little bit less than the offer we gave them before. 39.5 million for a 84 overall 26-year-old James Maddison, just coming into the peak of his career, and we've picked him up on a bargain purely for the fact he only had 1 year left on his contract. He is going to be one of the highest earners at the club on £135,000 per week. Blah, blah, he's up there with Riley Webber, who's on 150. So he is going to be one of our more expensive players. But I think overall the deal to bring him in with 1 year left on his contract, I think we've had some smart signings so far this window in Lafont and Maddison, both with only a year left on their contract. And then Ward-Prowse, who we signed from a lower rated club. Now, another message from the chairman saying this season we want to continue our success and look to secure another top 5 finish in the league, as well as looking to win some silverware. So that means we can either win the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, or the Europa League. 3 options to try and win. Personally, I'll be pushing for either the FA Cup or the Europa League. Carabao Cup doesn't quite interest me as much. And obviously the Premier League 5th place is the kind of minimum expectation. But I think with the team we've got, you just saw the team, I think we can push for that Champions League space. I think the team's more than good enough. We've just got to hope that we can get the results. And obviously kicking off the season, you can probably tell by the stadium in the background, we're taking on Man City to start this season. So a very, very difficult game to kick things off at the Etihad. The team's walking out. Riley Webber, captain. For some reason it says a debut to remember, even though he made his debut in the Premier League last year. He was the top goal scorer last year, if you remember. So if we continue that, the assists he got, the goals he got, maybe he's not going to be carrying quite as much this season with the introduction of the likes of Maddison. Sarr is now in his second season, so maybe you can integrate a few more goals. Dennis is still up top. We might look to sign a new backup over Liam Delap, but we've still got Liam Delap as well. And on his debut, 18 minutes into the game, the new number 10, James Maddison, goes and scores an absolute worldie of a goal right into that top left-hand corner. There's no way Ederson's getting to that one. Just laid off to him by Dennis, and he just gets it right in that cross-section between between the crossbar and the post. And this, this top postage stamp type goal. Really, really good. So, it's the type of goal that Harrison Reed normally scores for us. It's a poor interception there from Perez. Thankfully, no one actually got on to the end of it, and it was him that did so. But then a poor clearance from him. Raheem Sterling plays a lovely little 1-2 with, I think it was Bernardo Silva on the edge of the box, and he does tuck the ball into the back of the net. And for the few minutes we were in front, it was really nice, but just brought straight back down to reality by Raheem Sterling. And that is kind of the way that cookie crumbles, especially when you play in Man City. They're so ruthless, you kind of got to just expect that you're going to concede. But we are through one-on-one again here, but a lovely, lovely block from the defender does result in the ball going over the crossbar. I think it was Ruben Diaz that got his foot to that one. But from kickoff in the second half, we give away the ball quite cheaply, quite silly actually. And Raheem Sterling out on the right-hand side, who's got 3 men to aim for in the middle, goes back to Hermoso, just trying to find a bit of space, and he does exactly that as Bernardo Silva lays it across. His second assist of the game is Gerard Moreno, who was, I think, Man City's top goal scorer last season, does put the ball into the back of the net 3 minutes into the second half. And now you're starting to think, how many are they going to get? Because they've scored that one so easily. They're going to get 3, 4, 5 more goals. And they almost get his third there. Again, arriving late in the box, but a great save from Lafont. You kind of got to think, would that be saved by Rodak? Personally, I don't think so. But we win the ball back on the corner, and we've got a counter-attacking opportunity here. We've got a 3-on-3 as a lovely ball through to Ismaili Sarr. Takes a slightly dodgy touch. It's quite fortunate there, but Riley Webber is unmarked. And a cheeky little flick there into Ederson's goal makes it 2-2 with about half an hour remaining in this one. So there is a full opportunity now for us. We've scored twice already. If we can go and get that third and win this game, that will be an incredible start to the season. And as I said, this right-hand side is kind of seeming where we get our most kind of opportunities here. As Maddison again on the ball, cuts past Rodri, looks to shoot to the cross goal. Doesn't quite work out, tried to curl one into that opposite corner, but Ederson did deny him. And in the final minutes of the game, the ball's played into the box as Silva receives it, and a great save once again from Lafont does deny them, and the game is going to end as a 2-2 draw. So picking up points against Man City at the Etihad, I think, is a good way to start the season. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Hope you guys have liked the signings we've made. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.